Mabuhay! Ito po ulit ang inyong Mall of Asia Professor, Dr. Francisco Monato Ramos. Ayan. Magbibigay sa inyo ng konting topics all about the tourism major subjects, tour guiding. Ayan. For the first time after how many years, ayan, magtuturo po ulit tayo ng tour guiding this semester. Actually, tour guiding is, yung subject na very close to my heart. Kasi, nung college ako, ayan, well, I was able to, to support most of my education during my fourth year college, ayan, sa pagtutour guide. Ayan. So, that time, nagga-guide ako ng mga students, ayan, kapwa ko students, in a particular destination, so yung mga field trips. Ayan. So, with that, okay, papakilala ulit pala ako. I am a graduate of BS Tourism, Master's in Hospitality, major in Tourism Management, and Doctor of Philosophy, major in Management. And tapos ako ng Bachelor of Laws. Ayan. And I have, a book from CNE, CNE Publishing, The Basics of Tour Guiding. So, I just don't know if it is still available sa market, but paki-check na lang sa website. But so this is just a supplement of yung mga videos are all my parang supplementary lectures, ayan, sa mga libro na nasulat natin. Disclaimer, I really don't own most of the information. Well, this video is for everyone, for academic purposes, for those who really wanted to learn more about tourism, and to help those students, ayan, with their major subjects, ayan, but this time about tour guiding or tourist, ayan, well, tourist guiding or tour guiding, ayan. But before that, in the next coming video series, we will be having my students and to explain more about the topics that I'm going to share with you today. So, well, we have to define what is tour guide or tourist guide. Well, in some other luminaries, ayan, they would say that tour guide would is widely used in the US. Ayan, so US word. Or, pag sabi naman nating tourist guide, ayan, it's widely used sa European continent. So, well, to sum it up, he's a person, ayan, provides assistance, giving information, cultural, historical, contemporary, well, according to the writings of other luminaries, for people to understand more about that particular tourist destination. Okay? But, ayan, provided yun sa mga nababasa natin sa internet, okay? For, well, i-quote ko ha, as far as the World Federation of Tourist Guide Association, ayan, they are one of the well-known associations of tourist guides. So, they were able to define who is a tour guide. So, for them, a tour guide, tourist guide, ayan. Kasi, sabi nga nila kasi, hindi naman gina-guide, ni guide yung tour, but the tourist. So, tourist guide, sabi ng iba. Okay? For ano na lang, for propriety purpose, para tama na lang. We are going to use tourist guide na lang. Okay? Tourist guide. So, he is a person who guides visitors in the language of their choice and interprets the cultural and natural heritage of an area which persons normally possesses, an area-specific qualification usually issued and or recognized by the appropriate authority. Okay? But in the Philippine setup, usually tourist guide or accredited tour guide, pag sabi natin kasi accredited, they passed the accreditation process of the Department of Tourism. So, they had a rigid training, approximately a month, yata yun eh. There are a lot of things na they really have to study. Yan, yung mga nag-accredit na tour guide sa Philippines with the Department of Tourism. But that was before pandemic. Okay, we have to be updated na lang as of the recording of this video about the process on how we could have an accreditation with the Department of Tourism as an accredited tourist guide. Okay? Kasi we have this NC or the National Certification of TESDA, 'di ba? With TESDA, I also have that certification ng tourist guide. Okay? So, when you pass that particular national certification training, ayan, na-assess ka, you could, also do guiding. I don't see any problem with that at all. Pero, alam mo yun, iba pa rin kasi ang accredited ng Department of Tourism. Okay? Hindi naman ganun ka-conflict para sa akin when we are dealing about accreditation or of the Department of Tourism for tourist guide and the assessment certificate of TESDA as a tourist guide. Ang importante kasi dito, guys, that we were able to train ourselves in guiding people or tourists. Okay? So, para sa akin as an advocate of tourism, ayan, and author, humbly submit that regardless of the accreditation or the assessment certification, for as long that we could guide properly the guest through these proper trainings, ayan, okay lang sa akin. Kasi there are places within the Philippines, probably, di ba, that doesn't have any formal training for tour guides or tourist guides. Kaya mas maganda, di ba? At least may konting, hindi naman konti, we have formal training for these people para maging tourist guide. Kung may objection, tanong, inquiry about this information, you can just write it down sa comment box so that we could also discuss it in the next videos. However, guys, if there are professional tourist guides, ayan, foreign, local, well, you are welcome to put anything, comment, information down below to help our students. Informing them, kasi this video is for them, ayan, giving them information about this certain topic. Okay, after defining what is a tourist guide, ayan, what are those kinds of tourist guide naman in generality? Well, in the Philippine setup, sa akin okay, we have two general guides. Una, a freelance guide and freelance and then staff guide. Okay? So, who are the staff guides? They are the staffs of the travel agency or tour operator. So, they are mostly assisting guests or clients of that particular travel agency or tour operator. Okay? And then, well, since staff sila, they are hired by the travel agency or tour operator, they have regular salary. Usually, as I heard during my days with the industry, kasi nasa academe na nga ako, may mga travel agency that would require or hindi man sa require, they would help one of their staff or bring them to the training of being a tour guide sa Department of Tourism. Okay? And then after the completion of the accreditation as tourist guide, they will be hired in a particular period of time, ayan, in return dun sa pagtitrain sa kanila as tour guide or tourist guide ng Department of Tourism accreditation. So, they are staff guides, okay? Staff guides. So, When we say naman, freelance guide, ayan, freelance guide, so that means freelancer. That means they don't have a specific company, travel agency, or tour operator to serve. But they have a lot of travel agencies and tour operators na pwedeng i-tour yung mga guests, okay, or tourist nila. Because they are free to choose as to who will, will get their service. Okay? So, okay lang yung yung tour guide na okay lang yung tourist guide na freelance, okay? Okay lang yung mga ganong form provided that they are informed well, minsan kasi ang information biglaan pag freelance guide eh. Unlike kasi pag staff guide or staff guide alam na nila kasi they have this prior booking or reservations with the travel agency. They know when will the tour happen, di ba? Kasi pag freelance guide, on the spot yan. Hey, may tour ka. Kailan? Saan? Bukas or mamaya? May ganon. So, in generality, ang problem lang or mahirap lang with freelance guide is that there are times na wala rin silang income kasi depende yon kung may tour sila or wala. 'Di ba? Unlike with guide na staff guide, they have regular work or regular employment. That means regular yung salary nila. Okay? So, aside from yung two na yon, staff guide and freelance guide, yan. We could also have museum guide. I'll check with Google ha. Kung may picture tayo ng mga tour guides. Well, kung may museum tayo dito, museum guide, parang wala pa. Wait lang. Credit to I don't own the pictures, pero hanap tayo with Google. On the spot, char. Wait lang. Nakakahiya. Baka mabasag. Anyway. Sorry. So, tour guide. Sorry. Masaya sa guiding kasi ang dami mong masasayang experiences na ma-share with tour guides and the guest. Usually pag I don't know kasi if this one is parang museum, but usually they wear formal they wear formal outfit kasi pag museum guide ka, well, dapat enclosed, di ba? They have to be in an enclosed sana. Usually, pag museum talaga enclosed, di ba? But there are museum na open naman din yung nila, vicinity nila, di ba? So, yung usual practice, pag museum guide ka, or museum tourist guide ka, you have to wear, formal attire, mas formal than the, yung on tour na tour guide kasi pag on tour ka kasi you usually wear yung mga light clothes kasi syempre tropical lang ang Philippines, we really have to wear comfortable clothes. But ayan, we have museum guide, meron tayong tinatawag na step-on guide. Well, doon muna tayo sa museum guide. Ang museum guide kasi they are usually employed by that particular museum or entity. So, pwede rin silang i-consider a staff guide. I just don't know kung may mag-oppose, but employee siya usually employee siya ng museum itself. So, kapag regular ang employment niya, so si tourist guide ng museum, ay staff guide, 'di ba? So, ang katauhan ng tour guide ay depende sa ipinapakita niya sa service niya, 'di ba? So, meron nga tayong kanina tinawag na step-on guide. Ang step-on guide naman ay there are those tour guide na who would step on the bus. So, we have regular guides in going to a particular destination. Okay? Example, for example, sa Subic. If we have a tour to Bulacan and Subic, example lang, but this is during a pre-pandemic, okay, setup. we have a certain tourist guide that would guide us to different destinations in Bulacan, for example lang. And then, we are going to Subic. Okay? Upon reaching Subic Bay, ayan, yung pinaka, gate, ayan, pansinin ninyo, they have their own tour guide or tourist guides, okay? Kasi, it's part of their regulation. Well, we have to support, local tourism, or, di ba? Isa yan sa mga natutunan ko sa industriya with my tour operator sa Southeast Travel Corporation. We support local tourism. Kaya usually, yung step-on guide, ayan, after guiding from Bulacan to Subic, during sa Subic na mismo, iba na yung tour guide natin doon. Tourist guide na natin. So, siya yung step-on. Okay, ang magtotalk or magtutour sa atin sa mga planta doon or sa mga industries or doon sa mga key destination sa Subic Bay. Okay? Example lang yon. And then, what are those forms pa ng tour guide? Yeah, local guide. When we say local guide, well, from the term local, di ba? They are those people who are what? Generally, well-known or well-versed with the terrain, specific information of that particular destination. Bakit? Kasi nakatira siya doon. Local siya doon. Again, I would give importance then dun sa giving employment to those people within the locality. Kaya kami sa travel agency or tour operator namin before when I was working with the industry, if there are available local guides in that particular area, we are getting their services. We contact them and then they are guiding our guests upon arrival dun sa destination. For example, sa Banawe, may mga local guides sa Banawe. So, there are people na would give services in guiding our guests to the terrains of Banawe or Sagada. Ayan, sa mga caves, di ba? So, yung mga cave guide, yung mga hiking guide, mountain guide, yung mga fishing guide, di ba? May mga ganun pa tayo. There are those special interest guide. Ayan, so, skills-based wise, they know where to go, specifically to the safer side, of course. They are in the better place to, well, in protecting our guests, di ba? Kasi alam nila, kasi usually local guide sila din. And then, they know something about the place. Ayan, so, and the activity, di ba, involving in that particular place. So, ayun, nagkakaroon tayo ng different forms of tour guides or types of tourist guides. Ayan. So, yan yung mga dapat nating abangan ng mga videos ng mga students ko. Ayan. Titignan natin kung ano yung natutunan nila sa Mall of Asia. But definitely guys, this video is just for you to know yung mga pattern ng mga dapat nating asahang mga video coming from the research of my students. Ayan. So, we are one in giving you information about our major tourism subjects and hospitality management subjects din syempre. Because we believe in good karma na kapag may binigay ka, tinulungan mo yung tao mo or ibang tao, babalik at babalik sa iyo yon. So this is one way of helping you guys for you to prove naman that indeed after graduation of this 4-year course, maganda yung kakahinat na ng buhay natin, magandang kakalabasan ng life niyo. With that, maraming salamat. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share ng mga information natin, mga video. Again, guys, kapag may mga inquiry, gusto kayong sabihin, please do not hesitate to write down those comments dun sa comment box so that we could properly address it. Okay? Everyone can freely participate or type their reaction, ayan, and answer if ever man dun sa mga inquiry na nasa comment box. Okay? So maraming salamat until the next video. Bye!